Hey, what's up? I'm Ashley. Thank you for watching this video. And today we're going to be talking about the L Word, Generation Q, Season 3, Episode 3. And let's get started. First, we have to talk about Finley and Shane's dance break. Who idea was this? I said not them dancing to Genuine's Pony. I screamed so loud. I never laughed this hard during the L Word episode. But I'm not mad at it. Even though it was unseasoned and had no rhythm, I still enjoyed looking at it. But how though? How you go from knocking a hole in the wall to busting it down to Genuine? So after that dance break, Finley knocks a hole in the wall so hard that it busted a pipe and water went everywhere. And at this point, Tess is now in the room and she has attitude. She walked in with her panties tied in a knot. She's all like, "What are you doing here? We're not supposed to start doing this until tomorrow." And they're like, "We're trying to get a head start." She's like, no. So after Finley knocks a hole in the wall, she is through. Okay, she is through. Shane is like, "Calm down. It's not a big deal." And Tess is like, "No, I have to call a plumber now. I have to stay here all day and wait for a plumber. Tell Alice I can't make it tonight." First of all, nobody cares. You're just going to get in the way of what Ivy and Shane got going on. So now Tess snaps at Shane when Shane was like, "I can help you with this whole plumber thing." And Tess was like, "Help is what got us here. Help is what got us here. Thanks, but no thanks." So Shane is like, "I'll just stay out of your way then." And then she walks away. So because Tess wanted to be so dramatic, thank God she was being so dramatic, Shane went to Alice's 100th show by herself. And when she got there, she brought the chart back for Alice. I said, not them bringing the chart back from the original L Word. So she gave it to her as a gift. And in this scene, we learned that Bette and Tina sent Alice flowers for her 100th show. And Shane is happy that Bette and Tina are trying to make it work. I'm glad somebody is. I know a lot of y'all are. And we also found out that Tom did propose to Alice, but Alice told him no. But they can still remain friends. And I said, I knew it. I knew Tom had that ring in his pocket for a reason. So here we go. We getting down to the nitty gritty. Shane asked, I'm so happy. Ooh, okay, so Shane asked Alice, "Where's Ivy? Because I need to give her my hair products that she's been wanting." And I said, "Ah!" So she finds her and she gives them to her. And afterwards, Shane is like, "Okay, I guess I'll go find my seat now." But Ivy's like, "Are you sure you don't want to hang back here? This is where all the fun is. Who gonna say no to that?" So Shane stayed backstage, and while they were backstage, they ended up working on this lady's hair right here because she ended up having to be the third contestant in Alice's game show because the original third contestant got too wasted. Ivy was supposed to be the one doing her hair, but she ended up making Shane do it. I think since Ivy is over here getting Shane back into the whole hair game, that Shane is going to realize that she wants to do hair again. She don't want to be running bars with Tess. She want to do hair again with Ivy. So after this lady's hair gets done, they end up walking in this hallway and they're having this small talk about how long Ivy's been working there and how Shane has never seen her. And Ivy's like, "Well, you never been looking. You wasn't looking for me." So after that, Ivy's all like, "Come with me." And Shane followed right behind her. And this is when my dreams come true. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for the whole 3 episodes now. Shane and Ivy finally hooks up. Shane is finally back to the swirl. No more vanilla ice cream. She got herself some butter pecan or something. And it couldn't have been better. Sorry, not sorry, Tess. Should have never been out here acting a fool, for one. And two, bye. So while this magic is happening, Tess went back home to get ready to go to Alice's show because Finley talked her into it. Finley was like, "I'll stay here and wait for the plumber. You just go and be with Shane." And girl, it's too late. It's too late, girl. Tess probably would have caught them that day if she wasn't there with her mom for so long because her mom started remembering things. They started dancing, having a good time. So that made Tess stay there longer and didn't get to catch them in the act, this time at least. So Tess finally shows up. She's late to the function. She's walking down that same hallway with Sophie. And Shane opens the door and she sees Sophie and Tess and she closes it back up. She goes in real quick, but then she's like, "Nah, I'm gonna come out." So she comes out and she's like, "Hey, you showed up." And Tess starts apologizing. "I'm sorry for snapping at you." Shane's like, "It's okay. All's forgotten, but we're done here. They wrapped up. Right, Sophie? It's wrapped up." And Sophie's like, "Yeah, everything's wrapped up." But Tess is like, "But there's still a party." And Shane's like, "Yeah, but I'm exhausted. Can we go home? And Tess is like, yeah, let's go home. Yeah, Shane, I bet you are exhausted. I bet you are. So now after Shane and Tess walks away, Ivy comes out of the room, and that's when Sophie sees Ivy walking out, buttoning up her shirt, and Ivy's like, good show. Like, nothing just happened. And Sophie's like, good show. And Sophie is secretly judging, but she shouldn't be, because who's the top one cheater? Let me know how you feel about Shane cheating on Tess, how you feel about this whole Shane and Ivy thing, and do you feel sorry for Tess? Let me know so we can talk about it. Now, let's get into this disaster, this whole Dani and Gigi thing. So, we see the aftermath of Gigi's accident. She's in the ambulance, and Nat is there before Dani can even get there. Look at Gigi's neck. Look at her head. Oh, Lord, this is ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous, but this right here really got me upset. The EMT guy, or whoever he is, barely touches Nat. Barely touches her. And then that drives her into falling into Gigi's face, kissing her. What in the dramatics? What in the dramatics? He barely touched you, girl. She just gonna fall into her lips like that. That is not a reason. She wanted to do that because why was she so close to her in the first place? But then she goes in for another kiss. I'm outraged. And then right after that is when Dani finally walks in. What took you so long? So after Dani goes to see what's up with Gigi, kisses her on her head, she goes outside, thanks Nat for getting there and letting her know and blah, 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 blah. And then the guy's like, only one person can ride in here. And Dani's like, that's me. And Nat is standing outside in the cold like she should be, because that's disrespectful. That was not called for. So now that got me mad. And now this got me exhausted, because I'm tired of this show. So we get back to the house, and Dani tells Gigi that her car should pick her up at 3 o'clock. And then Dani's walking out the door to go to work, and then there's a knock at the door, and guess who it is? Nat! Dani's like, what are you doing here? And Gigi's like, I can't get ready by myself, and I didn't want to ask you because I didn't want you to be late. Huh? Make it make sense. When you should have said, Dani, my love, Daniela, help me get ready because I can't get ready by myself. So you start getting ready even sooner so you can help me. That's all she got to say. But no, of course not. So we get to Alice's show, and Nat and Gigi are sitting right next to each other, right up on each other. And Nat thinks it's funny that she got Alice some oranges instead of some flowers, because that's all the lady had on the corner. That's all the lady had. So she decides to get her some oranges. So before Dani walks away, she asked Gigi if she needed any water or anything. And Gigi said no. But Nat's like, I can have some champagne. Can you bring me some champagne? She wasn't talking to you. But Dani does actually bring her a whole bottle of champagne with no glasses, and that's just what she deserves. So Gigi and Nat are still sitting right on top of each other almost, and that's when Gigi says, I saw you when I got hit. And I was like, huh? And then that's when she was like, you know when they say your whole life flashes before your eyes? I saw you and the kids. I'm like, oh no, here we go. And then she gets into this whole thing like, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. What does it mean? Nat's like, you've been drinking on painkillers, so you're delusional. Nat know good and well she's happy that Gigi is telling her this. I don't know why she's trying to front. Dani is peeping all this. She was suspicious when Nat showed up at the house talking about she gonna help Gigi get ready. And she saw how they was acting with each other while they was at the show. So she was like, this is it. I'm gonna confront Gigi. So when Gigi tells Dani that she's tired, she's just gonna go home and Nat is going to be the one that takes her, Dani was like, okay, what's going on with you and Nat? And Gigi was like, nothing's going on between me and Nat. Gigi actually tells her that she saw Nat when she got hit by that truck, and she's confused. She doesn't know what that means. And Dani's like, you're confused? You trying to hurt me? She's all like, no, I just need time. And Dani's like, okay, take all the time you need because I'm done. And she walks away. So now Gigi is crying about it in the car. Nat's like, you can come over to my house and sleep on the couch. The couch, girl. Yeah, right. And then that's when Dani comes outside and starts throwing the oranges at the car. Nat has the audacity to be like, those were a gift for my ex. Our ex. Her and Gigi's ex. Girl, shut up. So Dani is heartbroken again, and she's left eating the rest of the oranges in the hallway. She was tearing them oranges up. I was like, dang, how many oranges in that bag? And here is where the show has lost me yet again. Why are Dani and Sophie friends? Why are they eating oranges together? Why is Sophie inviting Dani over to the house? Why is Dani letting her know that this is the second time that someone that she's wanted to marry has ran off with someone else? And first of all, back. You wanted to marry Gigi. Look what the show done did. We could have had us a Gigi and Dani wedding. But no, we stuck with Bette and Tina. So why does Dani actually go over to Sophie's house? But before she does, she's like, are you trying to get back together with me? Huh? I wouldn't be surprised if she was, though. Now, by Sophie inviting Dani over to the house, she ruined what could have been a perfectly good evening with her and Finley. They could have got it in or something, but no. Dani got to show up, and all of a sudden, Dani ready to let bygones be bygones. She ready to forgive Finley because she want her some cake. She was like, ooh, you got cake? Dani about to gain 15 pounds over this breakup with Gigi. Finley was in the kitchen cooking up a disaster. Micah thought it was steak, but Finley said it was chicken. I wonder if Dani ate that too. But let me know how you feel and what you're thinking about this whole Dani and Gigi thing, and how you feeling about Dani and Sophie becoming friends. But one thing's for sure is how proud I am of Finley getting her stuff together and going to school. She went to rehab, stopped drinking. Now she going to school. Finley about to be the breakout star of the season. She about to be the only one to come out of this with everything together. But Finley ended up meeting Carrie at the bar in Progress because remember, Finley told Tess to go meet up with Shane after Tess acted a whole fool with her. Tess is Carrie's sponsor, but how irresponsible is that? How you gonna have her coming and then be like, okay, I'ma bounce. I'ma leave her with Finley. Even though Finley seems to be the most level-headed person so far. I'm so proud of Finley. I love Finley. Y'all already know. So anyway, Carrie shows up with her little sub sandwiches. And yeah, you better share. So she tells Finley there's an extra sandwich in there, but I gotta go to the bathroom. So Carrie goes to the bathroom and she goes to open the stall. And when she does, someone's like, it's somebody in here. And Carrie gets hit in the nose with the door. I'm surprised her glasses didn't fall off. If her glasses fell off, I would have been through. So there's no tissue in the bathroom because Finley didn't put none in there. So they stick tampons up her nose. And at this point, Carrie is in love. She's in love. So this lady who hit her in the nose with this door is inspecting the bar. She's doing something like that. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna leave now, while Carrie is talking to Finley. But it's obvious that Carrie likes this woman. So Finley's like, if you go ask her out, then I'll send my college application in. Because Finley was going back and forth about it. She was telling Carrie about this. She was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. So she's like, if you go ask her out, I'm gonna send it. So Carrie was like, say no more. And she goes to ask her out. But it turns out to not really even be a date. It's just that Carrie ended up joining this woman's bowling league. So we'll see where that go. I don't know about that. But yeah, Finley did send in her college application. So I can't wait to see her going to school. I don't know if it's going to be online or if it's going to be in person. But one thing's for sure, she better show up. She better show out. And she's going to graduate. And that's on period. Are y'all still hating on Finley? Because we can go back and forth all day. So it's Alice's 100th show. And she decides to try to find the one on it. She has this dating show. One of the contestants ends up getting too wasted to even go on the show. So they end up getting this woman that Alice met earlier that day who was preparing the coffee. Sophie is the one who actually found her and sent her off to Shane and Ivy. And they're the ones that got her ready to go on the show. This woman has a weird personality, but Alice is digging it. Okay, she's feeling it. And she actually picked her contestant number 3, but she didn't even want to be there. She didn't even want to do it. She had no plans for this. She even admitted that the only reason why she was there is because they offered her a free coffee mug. And that's what she wanted, and that's what she was just going to leave with. But Alice actually likes her and really wants to go on this date, but this lady is not budging. She's not backing down. So Alice is like, come on, it's just one date. You can even keep the t-shirt, maybe not the coffee mug. So that got the lady laughing. So we see in the preview that they actually do go on a date, and this woman is actually going to end up being Alice's love interest, most likely for the rest of the season. So hopefully I like her, because anybody could get it. I'll come for her too. So how y'all feeling about her? Do y'all like her or not? Let me know. So anyway, Angie over here involved with a whole teacher. She didn't know he was a teacher. She didn't know when she first met him, but homeboy is a teacher. Her teacher. This is going to end up being drama and nothing good for Angie. I don't know why they keep doing this to Angie. She's not going to come out of this season happy. She don't come out of no season happy. She was just kissing on him the other day. And now the whole thing is awkward. She told him, if you want me to, I'll drop your class. And he was like, I'm happy to have you in my class. Toxic. Shane is going to have to sneak away from Tess, get from on top of Ivy, and go check this man. Because he will play her. And I don't want to see Angie heartbroken again. Alice is going to have to get up out that woman's face and stop smiling so hard and go over there and check this man too. All because Bette and Tina want to run off to Toronto together so Tina can have a career too. But let me know how y'all feel about that. And let me know how y'all feel about this episode, because I actually really liked it despite that whole Dani and Gigi thing. But like always, if you haven't already and want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.